A deep breath, taking deep breath, expanding the arms. You just notice we all have space, that's wonderful. Let's take another deep breath, and this time when we breathe in, we're gonna invite that breath into the belly and we breathe out. So this time when we breathe out, we're going to invite a ha sound. So we breathe in, and when we breathe out, we say, and we're gonna come forward, breathing in, painting the wall in front of us. Maybe you can slightly glide your fingers, and again, breathe in, and breathe out. And with our next breath, we're gonna bring the arms into the middle, and just start moving the hands a little bit. Maybe stretching your fingers. Imagine you're playing the piano side to side. And let's give our hands a little shake. And open, close, stretching. And let's for a moment place our hands on the top of our belly. Just two fingers under your belly button. And take one deep belly breath. And breathe out. And tuning in with the group energy. Tuning in with how you feel this morning. And gently inviting the feeling of you feel supported by the group energy, you feel welcome, you feel safe, you feel good. And gently we're going to open our eyes and we're going to stand up. So for those that have any problems with standing, or just in case, I always do this anyway, I stand next to my chair. So if we do anything that I would like to lean on something, I can lean on the chair. So I would just suggest that we all do this just in case. And next thing is that we are going to move into our posture. So we're keeping our feet hip width apart. And then we're going to soften our knees. So we don't want to have like a straight knees. We just soften them. We're not fully sitting down. We're just like gently bending. Gonna put our tailbone, tucking tailbone under, and having our spine nice and straight. And let's have a just gentle bounce up and down and see how we feel into the body this morning. And we can loosen our arms a little bit. Maybe start shaking our hands here. And then we're gonna come into stillness and we're gonna bring the arms, one arm up, the other one down, and we're gonna look down and contracting the body, taking deep breath in, and we breathe out, expand. Let's do that again, contract and expand. And we're gonna come back into the center, take a deep breath, and we're gonna visualize rain coming onto our scalp, all the way around. Wakey brain coming onto our forehead, onto our face. Gonna start tapping on the eyebrows from inside out, following that bone around the eyes. And take a deep breath here. And under our nose. And taking a deep breath. And breathing out. And going under our lower lip. And here, let's maybe close your eyes for a moment. And we're just gonna all tune in together. And say into your mind or out loud after me, although sometimes I feel anxious, I do accept myself. So we're gonna start tapping on our collarbone. I do accept myself exactly as I am. And I love myself exactly as I am. So let's say this out loud together. Although sometimes I'm anxious, I do accept myself exactly as I am. And I love myself exactly as I am. So coming onto the heart, and just feel your heart slightly opening energetically. And then we're going to go onto the rib cage and the other side. And we're going to do one yogic exercise. I don't know if we did that last time. Sorry, I don't remember. It was a month ago, wasn't it? So we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to say, so we're going to do something like this. We're going to open our arms. We're going to say, I'm happy. I feel good. And then we're going to jump out. We're going to say, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's do it together. I'm happy. I feel good. And I'm excited. Okay, again. I'm happy. I feel good. And I'm excited. So this is just a gentle exercise to show that it doesn't matter how you feel. If you connect your body with the movement and we turn off our analyze in our brain, straight away your energy is changing. Wonderful. So let's rub palms again together. Gonna just make few bigger circles onto the belly, pressing gently, encouraging all the energy to move in the body. Gonna bring the palms, rubbing our kidneys, and gonna go all the way down mindfully. So you might need to bend your knees. If you have more of our problems, going all the way down and coming back up and trying to cover the whole surface of the legs. Just the blocking here all the meridians in the body. I'm going to finish by making gentle fist and gentle tap. So till now we kind of engage with the movement when I've been saying what we are doing and you've been trying to connect with your own body doing it. So we're going to play a little game where I'm going to be moving and talking and you're going to be trying to connect with the same movement in your own body, but I might not say do this, do that, yes? If that makes sense. So we're just going to start by shaking our arms a little bit and let's engage with the shoulders. So here, just notice how your body feels. And notice what are your thoughts this morning. How did you wake up? Feeling positive about your day or feeling slightly anxious or anything? Just remind yourself what was your feeling. And one of the things that we do in life, all of us, it's we have various thoughts about everything. And these various thoughts are shaping our belief system and are shaping our perception for life, for ourselves, for the people that we meet. And if you go slightly back, you'll notice that sometimes your beliefs are actually changing. So when you were a young child, you were thinking one thing about the sunset. And then when you were a teenager, you start thinking something else. When you became an adult, your feeling and perception about the sunset changed again. So which means that whatever our beliefs are and our thoughts, they're changing. And saying this, sometimes we do have some beliefs that are stuck within us. And it's almost like energetically you're taking a picture. So could be something like the world is a beautiful place. And you take an energetic picture of this and you place it somewhere in your body. Or it could be like, oh, the world is a horrible place. There is so many people that are starving and there are war out there. So you take an energetic feel for this as well. And I would I would want you to address that this morning, how much our thoughts and our beliefs, it's what we think is true. So for us, we think that we are right, and this is our truth. And we are the one that create that energy behind the belief, yes? So a little example, if you need to, you can hold the chair here. A small example could be, I truly believe that iPhones are the best. So I go and buy myself iPhone. And I think, wow, that's amazing. It's my favorite phone. It's the best. And then you decide that Android is the best phone. So you go and buy Android. And then when we meet together, we're good friends, we start discussing, and I take out all the articles that I've read, all the technical specifications to prove that iPhone is the best. And she's taking all the proofs that Android is the best. And into my world, this is, it is true that iPhone is the best, and into her world, Android is the best. So, something trivial like that in everyday life can show us that this is a place, a space where you kind of think, okay, so what is the truth? Yes? And you ask yourself, am I right? Is my belief true? Is iPhone the best or is Android the best? And during our discussion, there are a few ways of bringing this to getting out of it. So we either start to agree with each other, or we disagree and we argue, and we fell out and we don't see each other again, because how dare she have Android, and yes, and I really like iPhone. So if we look around into our lives, we actually constantly want to prove to other people that what we think is right, yes? So this is the way how you bake lemon drizzle cake. There is no other way. This is the way to do it. And from simple things like that, you can go to some bigger stuff like politics, and I'm supporting Liverpool and you're supporting Portsmouth, and we're gonna argue and fight about it because you're not agreeing with my belief. So I just wanted for a moment, like we're moving, we're gonna make like a little shape with our hands. And we're gonna move side to side. We're gonna breathe in, breathe out. So just for a moment, close your eyes and tune in with that movement. And connect with something that you truly believe in, something that you know that it's your truth and it's right. And just notice, where do you store that belief? Inside your body once you feel it energetically, ask yourself, is this belief helpful to me and to others? And like with the example with the phones, the answer is no. And you ask yourself, is this belief really important to me? Like with the example, perhaps the answer is maybe, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And then you ask yourself, can I live without this belief? And like with the example, yes, sure, I can live without that. So some of our beliefs, perhaps you have chosen one where all the answers were yes, and you would like to keep it. So if you like to keep it, perhaps you can connect with another one. But if one of your answers were no, that is not so important, and you can live without it, let's invite our grounding light coming from the earth into your spine, connecting you with the earth energy. And just visualize how you're sending that belief down the drain, and you're creating space for something else. You're creating space to perhaps learn something else. We store our beliefs in various places in the body. Sometimes we talk about chakras, so one of our core beliefs is like our love, sexuality, work-related beliefs, family, religion. They're into our root chakra and they're affecting our world deeply. And others depend of what part of our being they're related to. They're placed in other places in the body and other chakras. So let's gently open our eyes and just keep moving your hands and start to feel the energy between your hands. Perhaps you can play with it a little bit. Because once we realize that all the beliefs that we have, they are just energy. And here coming to this course and making all the classes that you've been doing here, you realize that you can actually move this energy. You can change it, you can shift it, you can place it in a different place in the body. With some of more core beliefs, you can just look at yourself and be slightly amused and give yourself a gentle smile every time when you realize that you're acting in a way that you are just because you're believing of something in that moment. So let's gently expand and invite a gentle spinal twist where we open the shoulders and we bring inwards. It's almost like moving, or like swimming, but backwards. Taking deep breaths. And just mindfully connecting with the body and expanding that energy all around you. You can pick it from the side. So another example of stagnant belief could be when we all being teenagers, we had some spots, we had some acne, and some of your friends look at you, or sometimes they even say things, and inside of you you have this thought of, I don't like my face. So you take an energetic picture of that belief, you place it in your body, and quite often we find that even as an adult, there are lots of beliefs and pictures that we take that they don't serve us anymore, they are not true anymore, because if you look yourself now in the mirror, you don't have anymore the teenage acne, and you don't have the spots, and you actually like your face. But deeply subconsciously inside, you might still have that picture of, I don't like my face. So what we want to do is that every time when we found that we are stuck in a belief or a thought about ourselves or about others, we can place the right question. Not, is this true? But more like, oh, is this helpful? Is it useful? Do I need to keep this belief for myself? Can I get rid of it? And once we still really connect with that way of thinking, you'll be able to create your own reality, create your own words. So just for a moment, we're going to kind of slightly make little steps forward and back. And I want you to think about someone that you know, could be a family member or a friend, that it lives in their own little world, they live in their bubble, and it's very hard to convince them that what they think it's wrong. They feel that they are right about everything. They're really stubborn when you speak to them, because they are absolutely believing that what they think is right. So do we all have somebody like this that we know? Yes?
They're entitled to their own views.
Say again? Yes.
We think that they're wrong. They might not be wrong.
Yeah. So once we have somebody like that, this is the amusement bit. I'm gonna go and meet your friends and your families, and I'm gonna ask them the same question. I'm gonna say, can you tell me about somebody that lives in their own world? And one of them, or some of them, might say that this is you, yes?
Yeah.
And this is true about all of us, because we all live in our own little world, we all live in our own bubble. So knowing this, it's our choice to, if we're gonna live in our own world, why not wearing the glasses with the pink glasses where we actually love. Yes, exactly. We love life and we find the joy even in the hard moments. You can change your perception of absolutely everything. So let's make a bigger step, and you're just like connecting with your knees, with your hips and your spine. And just trust your body here and do a movement that you feel good about, engaging your core muscles.